Three, two, one.
You ready?
You're listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network. Pip Pip Cheerio. Would you like a spot of tea? Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. This is the Real Pineapple. This is your humble host, Hunter. Now that I've offended anyone who is English, to let you guys know, I've got a review here for Enola Holmes, which is the new Netflix film, which stars Millie Bobby Brown, of course, of Stranger Things fame, and Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes, which, can we just say, what hilarious casting that is. I mean, there are a couple heroes in this movie. One of them is that shirt that Henry Cavill is wearing, because it felt like he filmed this right after The Witcher, because that shirt is just holding on for dear life. Like, it's hilarious. But I didn't really know what to expect going into this. What I did find really interesting that I didn't even think about, and I'm not crazy about, if I'm being honest, for those of you who've watched Sherlock, the BBC series, you find out that Enola is brought into the fold for the series finale, and she's playing these almost acting like Jigsaw, in that in the series finale of Sherlock. And I thought it was kind of lame the way they did that. I have mixed feelings on the episode, but that's for another podcast. But I remember going, sister, that's interesting. And in here, so I guess this is based on a series of books, and I gotta say, this actually makes me want to read the books. This was a really pleasant surprise. I mean, this won't be on my my best of or anything, but I really did have fun with this. I was like, this is a pleasant surprise. So, the movie, of course, as I mentioned, stars Millie Bobby Brown of Stranger Things fame as Enola Holmes. Her mother, who is played by Helena Bonham Carter, who is one of my favorite actresses. I really don't think she gets enough credit for how great she is. She's just delightful. But she plays I don't think I actually ever say her mom's name. I don't recall. But she is raising Enola by herself, because they even say that when Enola is maybe 5 or so, Sherlock, played by, again, Henry Cavill, and Sam Claflin, who plays Mycroft. I was trying to remember where I recognized Sam Claflin from. It was bugging the hell on me. I recognized him from that movie, Their Finest, which, if you have not seen it, highly recommend. It is absolutely delightful. Anyways, but they are, she's raising her by herself, because, again, Mycroft and Sherlock have gone off to start their own lives. And Enola it's really cool how the movie itself established really early on how smart Enola is, because I was kind of worried that Sherlock would almost be like a point guard, almost like giving her all these clues, and then she would kind of put them together. But he, walked through 75% of it. I'm really happy that they actually show that Enola is an incredibly intelligent woman, that her mom is incredibly intelligent. And there's a point where they're talking about how she's read every book. Enola's read every book in Ferndale Hills library. And I remember loving that line, because it really does point to the fact she's read Joan of Arc. She's read all these, different stories and scientific books. They talk about how she does fencing with her mom. She does hand-to-hand combat, kind of like karate. How she does, they're doing experiments. They're doing archery. Like how Mrs. Holmes is really trying to treat her like a human Swiss Army knife, or English Army knife. How she wants to have all these different skills she can apply to her life to go ahead and make herself her own person, and so she's not depending on a man, which is very clear. Her mom drops this line, always be focused on your own journey. I'm paraphrasing. paint your own picture, Enola. That's what it is. Paint your own picture, Enola. Don't be thrown off course, especially by men. Like she specifically says by men. I was like, I feel attacked. But I love that though. She's really trying to make Enola have this mindset of herself first, and I love that Enola does, but she does have a conscience. There is a point where uh, Mycroft and Sherlock, they go ahead and come to the house because Mrs. Holmes has gone missing, and Mycroft immediately, like, Sherlock kind of seems interested, like, oh, you seem cool, like, sorry we haven't talked in forever, but Mycroft is just like your, like, he might as well be calling her a ragamuffin every every 5 seconds. He's such a dick to her, and I think that's the thing that pleasantly surprised me, but it almost makes Sherlock too likable. Because Mycroft is such a prick in this movie. I wanted to shoot him. Like, he's such an asshole. And I have to give Sam Claflin, pardon me, so much credit for that, because he just grinds her gears because of the way he treats her. He is condescending to her. Any chance he has to be a condescending asshole to her, he takes. There is no point where he takes the off ramp. He's just like, nope, I'm in full dickhead mode consistently. One thing that's really funny about this is that Mycroft, I guess, had been giving Mrs. Holmes money, for all these things. Like she thought she had like a watershed, and that Enola had like a tutor, and like all these different things. And Mrs. Watson, she's not in this. Mrs. Holmes goes ahead and is just spinning it on really her and Enola, probably on all these things she's teaching her, and the look of pure anger that, oh my god, a woman is being advanced way past what she should be on Mycroft's face. There's this, so Mycroft, there's a evil dude. I don't think they even said the guy's name, but he tries to kill Enola, and this guy she runs into later. Honestly, the guy who's trying to kill her, he's not as big of a villain as Mycroft. Mycroft is at every opportunity, even people he doesn't know, like, oh, my sister Enola, I'm gonna put her in line. I'm gonna check her. Like, I'm gonna send her off to this fucking boarding school where it teaches you to be, teaches you to be a lady. Like, he is bringing this up at every fucking opportunity, like how much he just cannot stand her and how mother has failed her. It's like, oh my god, it's like watching Frasier without the laughs. Like, I was really upset watching this shit. But honestly, it's a great thing. It's a great thing this movie got that much emotion out of me, because I was just sitting here like, oh, motherfucker, like, stop being such a dick. There's this the scene where they meet at this train station. They flat out go like, oh, get the carriage, and Enola's like, we don't have a carriage, and so Sherlock waves this guy down to go ahead, with a carriage, and Mycroft is so offended that he doesn't have his own personal carriage to go to the house. I'm just like, dude, shut the fuck up. He's so unbearable, but he's unbearable in the best way. They end up, Enola ends up escaping the house because Mycroft and Sherlock are going to send her ass to school. And I gotta say too, while Sherlock doesn't come across better than Mycroft, he comes across kind of like better, like Benedict Cumberbatch does in 12 Years a Slave. Like, he's not hitting the slaves, but he's not really helping them. Sherlock has a point where he does go and talk to Enola at the school, and he just leaves. He just gives her the speech and walks out. I remember sitting there thinking, man, are you gonna like help her? Or are you just gonna like, you're just gonna, okay, like, inspirational speech, off you go? That's one of my few complaints about the movie, because Sherlock Holmes, they establish early on in the film, and one of the things I do love about this film too is the way it's told. It's very much told. Harry Bradbeer, who's the director, he works on Fleabag, so it makes a lot of sense. It's very much told in that Fleabag style. Enola breaks the fourth wall constantly, and if you don't like fourth wall breaks, this might piss you off. I hate that I have to say this again, but because I'm trying honestly not to bag on this movie, but this is what I wanted from Birds of Prey as far as the fourth wall breaks. I thought the fourth wall breaks were done very well. They're very charming when she did them, and then impactful when they needed to be. I really dug. Um, I really dug the fourth wall breaks and how that was used to enhance the humor at points. This guy Lewis Partridge, who plays Lord Wilkes-Barre, Wilkes-Barre, she's the guy. She's the guy. Enola ends up meeting when she gets on the train because she's running from Mycroft and Sherlock. And I gotta say, this guy's great. Him and Millie Bobby Brown have really great chemistry, and it feels a very Shailene Woodley, Miles Teller in the Spectacular Now. That's the best thing I can compare it to, like a comedic version of that. I really loved their chemistry. It'd be interesting to see them in something else together. But he's very charming. He is very much playing the what uh what you see a lot in action films as far as like the girl being the witty sidekick. He's playing that role, but it does work really well. And at no point when she starts to fall for him, because of course she does, it never feels it never feels forced because she's resisting it like every second she can. Like it's actually pretty charming. Like he just kind of wears her down. Like come on, like it's very much Kite Man to Poison Ivy if you've seen Harley Quinn season one. Like he just wears her down. It's actually cute to see. As far as complaints about this, the villain, I don't think you even learn his name. He's just that shadowy figure who's wearing a weird hat, and he's just he's trying to kill Lord Throxbury. The reasoning behind why he's trying to kill him is very interesting. I'm not going to spoil that, but that was a very nice twist as far as where they ended up with that. I was like, okay, movie, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Two other people I didn't mention Fiona Shaw, who plays Mrs. Harrison. She's in Harry Potter. She's in the Harry Potter movies. Why can't I think of her name in Harry Potter? Crap, that's gonna bother me. Um, Shoot, I cannot find her on Harry Potter. Oh my god, it's gonna bug the hell out of me. Um, but she's great in here. She's really mean. She's the one who runs the school that Enola ends up at, and she has this scene with her that I won't even spoil. I think she is Marnie Stone book. Marnie Stone book. There we go. I know if Leia listens to this, she'd be screaming, "What? No, the name!" Like, sorry, babe. Um, but I love the interactions with her and Millie Bobby Brown. They're very tense. They're very tense, and it does a very good job of reminding you that yeah, she is this incredibly intelligent, very witty, very resourceful woman, but she is still a kid. Like she is a kid. I can say she's 15 in this, and it there are those points where things are happening. It's just like oh, like it does get a little uncomfortable, not just because of the time period, but just because of the time in general, and it's interesting to watch from that aspect. So I'm as far as a grade, um, I really enjoyed this. I As I was sitting there watching it, I really love the way it wraps up too. It definitely sets up for a sequel, which apparently, as I mentioned earlier, this is based on a set of books. So I believe there's like 3 or 4 books. So in theory, they could totally do, another one of these. I think they actually said that it might have already been greenlit, or that it's very close to being greenlit. So I could see it happening, and if they do a sequel, I'm totally game for it. But at the end of the day, this was a really enjoyable experience. This was a lot of fun. I think people are gonna enjoy this if you haven't watched it. It's a very good companion piece to something like The Babysitter's Club on Netflix. Like honestly, if I wanted to have like a day, if I had kids and I wanted to have like a nice, like we'll have some pizza and just hang out and watch some stuff, I would really do a double feature of The Babysitter's Club and this. Like I think first off, Babysitter's Club is an easy watch. You can get through that in a day. I think it's 10 episodes, 8 episodes, something like that. but it's really cool to see that this was as good as it was. And Millie Bobby Brown, I was really upset with her after that Godzilla film, but she brought it in this, and I think everyone here is uh is trying really hard and really does elevate the material, which I think is good anyway, but it makes it seem better than it is. I didn't mention Adil Akhtar. I apologize, sir, if I said that wrong. But he plays Lestrade in this, and he's great. He's fucking menacing. He's just as bad as Mycroft. So I loved him in this too. So I would give this. I've been going back and forth in my head. I'm gonna give this a B plus. Yeah, because if I'd seen this at full price, I wouldn't have been like, "Oh my god, that was amazing!" But I'd be like, "Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that." Like I wouldn't have been over the moon, but I would have been pretty hyped getting out of the theater. So yeah, B plus. So everyone, have you seen Enola Holmes? Let me know what you thought in the comments below. You can go ahead and like our page on Facebook at The Real Pineapple. Follow yours truly on the Twitter at JHunterRealPineapple. That's REEL Pineapple. You can follow Scott on Twitter at Nearman the First. And you can follow Colin on Twitter at The Real. That's REEL O'Neill. And you can go ahead and listen, like, share, and subscribe. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. Apple and Google Podcasts, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, just to name a few. But everyone, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your support. This week of the 5th, we are starting our real spooky series, our Halloween stuff. So I'm gonna have a review up for Blade. I'm so hyped to review Blade. And also coming up, I'll have a review for Scream, which I haven't watched Scream in forever. Halloween Town, the original Halloween Town, yes, the Disney film, and some other stuff as well. I'm gonna watch and review the original Halloween as well. So I'll have that one for you guys too. But thank you so much for listening, everyone. Please stay safe out there. Wear a mask, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.